Welcome to Greenhat-Redbeard Adventures. Camping out near Dorset, Ontario, Canada. I can't share exactly where I am simply because we're on private property. Yes, we have permission to be here. There's my nice kerosene lantern. I'm not using kerosene, I'm using actually lamp oil instead. Burns cleaner and makes less soot in the glass. Here's a little tour of my little hammock campsite. I really gotta be careful while I'm walking. Definitely my number one tool of the weekend is definitely my snowshoes, because there are soft spots absolutely everywhere where you gotta sink about 2 to 3 feet on average. So I really gotta be careful while I'm walking. So there's my sleeping bag, compression bag. I got a new hammock some time ago. This is a double wide one, so that way I can fit more blankets in there if I need be for the colder temperatures. And my mountain equipment co-op tarp. This one here is the silicone guides tarp. Let's go inside here. So I got my sleeping bag here meant for minus 25 Celsius. And underneath is my Static V insulated pad. I got my sleeping bag on the end here tied off to the top of my hammock here because I had a problem last night where my whole body shifted downwards. So my feet were resting right next to the carabiners here instead of, being perfectly centered. So I'm gonna get out of here now. Here's our main camp. So the way we often do camp, or well, not just here but anywhere else, is we have a main area here for a fire, cooking and whatnot, and hang out. Then we all just kind of branch off in our own little areas. There's another hammock over there. That debris shelter looking thing over there was built by the guy by one of the people who own the property. Got 2 other hammocks right there. Little debris shelter right there. So we often hang out here to cook meals. There's also another shelter right in behind there. You can't really see it. To give you an idea, about a couple inches below that water right there is the property right on the ground. So I'm standing on about maybe 2 or 3 feet of snow right where I'm standing right now. There's just this natural hole here and a natural hole there. I have no idea how that happens, but we had to dig out this whole area here. You can see there's about 1.5 feet, 2 feet of snow there. Gotta really watch where I'm stepping. There we go. So somebody put this cross beam here. I'm really happy they put it there because it's been saving my ass over and over. I got my lantern hanging there. These lanterns are great, by the way. I've hung mine right where it was, left it running the entire night. Never had to adjust it or anything. Slept with it for 9 hours. There's sticks in the ground holding that my tarp is tied to, little anchors into the ground. I have 10 stakes with me, but in the wintertime I'll use anchors. How's that bow drill coming along?
Not bad.
Everybody made bow drills today, so I tested mine out already. It worked great. You about to get it started going up?
Gonna burn it in.
All right.
A little unwieldy with the deep snow, but and a mile long spindle.
Yeah.
That's okay.
My spindle's half the length of his, but as long as it works, and it works for me. Yeah, use after use after use, they're gonna get shorter. So Yeah, he's not getting an amber this time around, just burning it in. There's my bushcraft backpack, my Frost River Cliff Jacobson signature pack. There's also a bunch of my tools sitting there. Oh. Oops. These little holes are absolutely everywhere. I'll admit to it, I was a bit skeptical about whether or not I should bring my snowshoes out here, but now that I have them, I'm really happy we did. Beyond what we can see right here, it goes straight downhill, and then like basically a straight line that way, and down the hill there's where our cars are parked. So basically in a exactly straight lines, maybe about 150 meters, give or take, to the cars. So we don't hang any bear bags around here. We just transfer our food and cooking supplies to and from the cars in the morning and the evening. So there's a lot of sinkholes in and around camp here, as well as along the trail going back to the cars. So snowshoes really pay off. These ones are the GV, and there's 930 on the back number there. I can't remember what that means. For those of you who are wondering, my hammock is a Grand Trunk. This one's the double hammock. Normally I use the single hammock, but the single hammock is it's big enough, it's fine, but if I want to have an extra blanket in there with me, the blankets will actually just flop right over the side. It won't stay in put. So the double hammock, which is about a foot wider, so now I can put extra blankets in there with me and not have to worry about them flopping over. So my problem last night, as I was explaining before, was that this carabiner was too low and the one over here was too high. So my whole body is shifted right to the side here. So I leveled it out a little bit better, and I tied off my sleeping bag, as I pointed out originally. So it should be a lot more nicer this time. I actually had a nap right in the middle of the day in here while making my adjustments. So it worked out quite nicely. Oh, sounds like he's doing the bow drill again. Did you cut your notch out yet?
Nope.
Oh, you're still burning it in. Oh, never mind. It's actually just burning it in. Should I do a shout out to the Facebook group, do you think?
Sure.
The Facebook group, we're all members of a Facebook group called the FLC, which is the Forest and Lake Community. We do a lot of campouts like this, bushcraft style campouts, wilderness survival, stuff like that. We talk about gear, trips we do. We often schedule trips together. So we all meet up places like this, as well as other places in and around Ontario. So check it out on Facebook. Definitely well worth taking a look at, and definitely well worth coming out, share knowledge, teach others, get taught by others and such. It's really fun. So this is Greenhat-Redbeard Adventures. I'll see you around till next time.